talented musician coming out of BFA to do the national anthem. Last year we had the music teacher.
Yeah, with the saxophone.
Did the saxophone, was just beautiful. So, I mean, this is a great touch. I mean, it's a very, wonderful program over there. Mr. Bushy does a great job, and as evident with Nora right there. I mean, I wanted to sing, but there's no way I could do that justice.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't. You've been watching these girls play, and every time it astounds me, the amount of noise that comes from the blue line during the national anthem. The Comets always singing it loud and proud, and I was kind of hoping that you would join in too. Aaron's last game here, I thought you maybe would join in.
I might get a little verklempt out here, with a lot of tension going on inside me, emotions, obviously. My daughter, starting goalie for the Comets, this is her senior year, so yeah, it's a tough spot to be, but I won't want to be anywhere else. And folks, if I do falter, I got a guy right here that's going to jump in and take over.
I feel like we talked about this prior to the game. So
oh yeah,
you're gonna put me on the spot.
As soon as just big pause for you guys, and I'll give him an elbow, and Morgan's gonna jump in. So on the face-off, you're gonna see Araldi, 15, Emma, facing off against Freight Train Gabby Frades, 18. Ferraro and Cushing on the wings. We've got Matthews and Stewart on the blue line for the Comets.
3 out of the last 4 years this team has been in the finals, and it's just an impressive run that this Comet team is on.
It's deep coaching. One by Araldi, dropped back to Taylor Senecal. Senecal's playing around with it, coming up across center ice. She's taking some big loops. The girl can play. She's into the zone now, coming down the boards, kept to the side by Ferraro. Drop back to Araldi, throws one in on Jackson, knocks it down, covers it. Big stab coming in from LeBombard into Jackson's pads. D's got to do a better job turning around, facing out. They have a tendency, you'll see, as the goalie's covering the puck, they look at the goalie, making sure she's covered, but turn around, face out, and catch people coming in on you.
Taylor Senecal brought that puck in on the far side of the ice, and Emma Araldi, the senior, dropped back to take the point as Senecal pinched in. That's where that shot came from, was the far point.
Yeah, Araldi's just a strong player. She's played a lot of hockey, and she's going to be having a blast playing with someone like Senecal. Here comes Kucher up the outlet pass, up the boards, pressured hard against the boards by number 10, Dizalets. Goes into the corner. It's going to be picked up by number 9, Senecal now. Far corner. Steps around Brulette and comes up out of the zone with the puck. All alone. She's got some room. Here comes Michaela Kucher to push her over to the side, and Stewart finishes her in the corner. Stewart and McGinn. Stewart lays a good body on Senecal, takes her to the ice. Nice, clean little firm check, but it's just stuff like that's going to tire her out. Shot coming in from the point, blocker to the corner by Jackson. Shot off the Stempic. Be taken up the ice by Jillian Matthews, backhands it over to McGinn. McGinn loses it. Chad Brulette tips it off a stick coming into the zone, keeps it outside the danger zone. And here comes Kate Storms with it. Kate had a lot of attention here, center ice, heading back the other way. Number 11, Benadeo, dumps it in, picked up behind the net by Addie Parent. Parent's coming up the boards, pressured by 18, Mahaffey. Mahaffey puts it behind the net, and then Stewart's back there trying to pin number 11, Madeo, to the boards. Puck comes back out front. Shot, score! Puck comes back from, I think that was number 18, Mahaffey. Throws it out in the front to number 20, Bruins.
Callie Bruins was in the high slot, beats Jackson glove side, but that play started with Lucy Madeo down below the red line. She pinned her girl against the boards, was able to force the puck back out in front, and the relentless pressure so far from Essex is something that has got BFA on their heels.
Yeah, right now BFA is playing deep in their own defensive zone. They're not really covering a point enough, and you get those nice outlet passes coming up to the blue line, giving them all kinds of time to get the shot off. So the Comets are in a hole right here to start. We'll see what they can do to answer that call. Back into the Essex end right now. Puck kept in by Jillian Smith. Picked up by number 5 for Essex, Rassel. Rassel goes around, comes back up the boards with it to 20, Bruins. Bruins backhands it into her bench.
It's all about how you respond right now, too, for BFA. That whole first minute and a half of the first period, BFA was on their heels. Now they're into the offensive zone. Now it starts with faceoffs. You have to win this faceoff, as this is with 13:08 left here, first period. It's a crucial faceoff.
Good win right there by Frades, and Cushing comes up behind her, throws one just wide of the net. If that had been on net, I think that was in the top corner. Puck is behind the net. Frades intercepts the pass. She backhands it to the front, looking for Cushing, but it makes it all the way up back to Castor at the blue line. Castor looking for Smith, overthrows it. Comes out of the zone. Castor retreats into her zone, goes deep, going behind the net right now. Pressure by 13. Miller still in the corner. Puck goes behind the net. Going to be picked up by 17 out Moody. Moody throws it back in deep in the corner. Castor is going to be battling with number 16, Abidjan. Frady's in there for the help. Castor throws it around behind the back of the net. It's going to be picked up by number 8, Bombard. Throws it to the front of the net. Ferraro gets a stick on it and it's out of the zone. 17, Moody throws it back in the common zone. Jillian Smith with it now, looking for Ferraro. Off another stick, goes to Callie Cushing. Cushing into the zone, steps around one. She's wide open, clean. Shot on, save, rebound, save. Great rebound control right there. Ferraro all over it. Chad Burlett entering the zone on a line change, coming in hard and making her presence known with a little push. Puck in the corner, they're trying to throw it out. Essex is, it gets up to the boards and Stewart pinches in and leaves it there. McGinn is backing her up on the blue line. Chad Burlett is in the mix. Working hard, Essex comes out with the puck. Kick to the side, and Stewart's keeping it wide. It's just dumped in by number 8, Bombard. Essex going for a line change.
Best opportunity of the night so far for BFA as Callie Cushing was in all alone. Credit Lily Ferraro for coming in and making a play on the second chance opportunity.
Chatham Burlett now with her own little push, just wide of the net. It's going to be picked up by McGinn. McGinn throws it back towards net, goes behind. It's going to get all the way around to the hash mark. Essex is going to try to pop it up, but great job on a pinch right there by the Comets. Stewart keeps it low, picked up by Taylor Senecal. Wheeling, sauces the pass over, hits it on the stick of number 11, Menendeo. Menendeo into the Comet zone, met by Stewart. Menendeo still with the puck, backhands it towards the net. Shot wide by Mahaffey. McGinn picking up on the board. She's trying to come out of the zone, pressured there by number 20, Bruins. Slap back in by Mahaffey. Chatham Burlett will pick it up behind the goal line. Looking to touch it over, but it gets all the way to Taylor Senecal on the blue line. Not the person you want. Senecal steps around one, backhands towards Jackson, blocker to the corner.
Quick shot on goal, too.
Yeah, Senecal, she doesn't have to be in a traditional shooting position. Shot in wide from the point. Jackson gloves it and hangs on to it. Leah Miller skating through the zone with Jackson having her glove, showing she's not afraid of the Comet defense. So the girls have got to make their presence known if you're in a gold jersey. Don't let that area be free for the skate through.
Well, and you have to understand, too, in the state championship game, a little bit more is going to go in this game. You know, put a body on somebody. You have to clear out the front of the net because if Jackson can't see the puck coming from the point, she can't make the save.
Yeah, the Comets love to try to block a lot of shots, and that tends to be a problem for Aaron, but they got to get their body on it. Kate Storms into the zone, wheels around, making room, throws one towards the net. Through a body, a bunch of people, and bounces off a pad softly. Storms throws another one, just goes wide. Can be picked up and shot out of the zone. Nope, we got a nice pinching by Emma Castor. Keeps it in, throws one in right into Hugart's belly, and she holds on to it. Good pressure right there from the third line.
Well, the block shots come, and they are very important. But what's even more important is clearing an Essex player out from in front of the net. You know, you can't let them set up shot because not only if Aaron can't control the rebound and there's a rebound given up, those garbage goals are just as good as the goals from the point.
And then we get a lot of those right here. Essex trying to come out of the zone. Deep pinch right there by Jillian Matthews. Keeps it down low. Going to be picked up by number 15 for Essex. Araldi.
I didn't see the hand pass. I thought that went off of Araldi. Callie Cushing was the one that picked it up, but I didn't see the hand pass. But that's going to come. The faceoff's going to come all the way back down inside the Comet zone.
Three refs again. There's a lot we're never going to see that they see, I guess.
Fortunately for us, Dave, we have the vantage point. You know, you can always see a little bit better from this perch up here too.
Well, you can. I can't see over the rail here. I'm a little short. Puck back to the blue line here. Essex just dumps it down on the side. Jillian Smith goes back to keep it in the corner. They get pushed around. Callie Cushing is picking up. Raldi pressures in on her. Raldi takes the puck, gets it deep in the corner. Frady's is there with it now, takes her away. She's skating out, going right up the middle. Pressured right there with the stick under the arms, but she does get it clear. Pushes it past Cushing. She's chasing it down, picked up by number 17, Moody. Moody goes into the corner, turns around, throws it back up the boards. Cushing has it. She's tripped. There goes the arm. First penalty of the game for Essex. 17, I believe that was 17, Lexi Moody. Let's see.
Oh, and they almost got one on the delayed call, too, as Ferraro was in front of the net. It went off of her skate and just pushed wide of the net. Hugart was moving to her right, and the puck went off of Ferraro's skate, went back to the left.
About another 40-degree shot. That was actually number 8, Lombard, with a trip on Cushing. See how the Comets wake up here, and maybe they can get their first power play of the game into a goal. Brulette on the draw for the Comets. I think she's matched up in the halfie. Won by Brulette, backhand by Ferraro, just wide. Picked up by Cushing in the corner. Ferraro's there to help. Taylor Senecal's giving pressure. Ferraro tries to pull it out, but it goes off the side of the net. Picked up by Senecal. Senecal over to number 20. He's going to push it to the net with Senecal charging. Bruins pushed him to the net just a little bit in front of Senecal. Here comes the Comets.
Well, that was a 2-on-1 developing 2 for Essex. BFA almost got caught in the neutral zone as they were down 2-on-1. There's bearing down on Jackson.
Bruins pushing pressure on Stewart in the corner. Great job by the young Bruins right here. McGinn draws back to help Stewart. She's skating out with a puck, goes across ice. Ferraro gets a hard pass off Ferraro's stick, so it goes into the zone. Chased down by number 12, Stempik. Stempik behind the net, but there's Chad and Brulette to meet her on the other side. Good little push around the front. Nothing could get through Stuttgart, and puck's coming out. It's going to be sent the length of the ice. Great opportunity. Brulette just picked the puck up behind the net, tried to come in and jam it in.
I think that's going to be the key for BFA is crashing the net like that, getting those opportunities in tight and creating havoc in the blue paint.
Yes. Kuchar here at center ice, turning around, coming back in. Pressure by Araldi, putting a stick to her. Kuchar throws one high. Stuttgart just kind of lets it go behind her shoulders. It's in the corner. You get the Comets trying to get it back up to Matthews at the point. McGinn and Kuchar down low, gets to Jillian Smith in the far side corner, sprayed out front. Good attempt by Smith to get that to McGinn. Dizelat says great job. And here's a chance right here, number 7 for Essex on the run, but a great job. Rooney was stopped by Jillian Matthews on the back check. Here comes McGinn out of the zone, pops it off the boards. Kuchar's on its side, far side chasing it down. Emeraldi takes it, sends it the length of the ice. It's going to be no icing, still down a person. 9 seconds left in the penalty. Castor picking up in the corner, pressured by Bruins. Up the boards is Kate Storms. Storms skating out of the zone with it. It's got some good speed. Kate has some nice wheels if she's got some room.
And the hands to match, too.
Yeah. Met at the blue line with a hard stop by number 8, Lombard, who just came out of the box. Taylor Senecal coming out of the zone, drops it back to her defensive partner, number 17, Moody. Moody throws it up ice, looking for number 11, Minadeo. Minadeo steps by Castor's attempt at the blue line, throws it wide at Jackson. She sticks it behind the net. Bruins picking it up, throws it back behind the net. Marley Johnson over there in the corner with Minadeo. In comes Addie Parent to assist. Minadeo gets it again, sends it back out to Bruins. Bruins has got number 16 wide over here. She's looking, makes just a strong pass Abajan. Now Addie Parent picks up the loose shot, goes behind the net, backhands it up the board, looking for Storms. Pinching defenseman for Moody, keeps it in.
Gotta be careful there.
That cross ice, that's the pass right there that scares me the most. Here comes Marley Johnson on the wide shot, coming up ice. She's taken all the way in. The Comets going to do a little partial line change. Puck thrown to the net, picked up by 17, Moody. Moody turns around, comes up the ice with it. Pressured by Frades. Frades gets a body on her at the blue line, and she's going to go to the box. Just a hard swing of her stick, and her arms got into Moody's body. Moody went down, so Frady's going to go to the box for 2. This is going to be a dangerous power play you'll see come out for Essex here. Anytime Senecal's on the ice with a player advantage.
And we were talking about putting bodies on people, but there's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately right there, Frady's just got a little aggressive at the far blue line. And but credit Lexi Moody for keeping her feet churning and going through the neutral zone, taking the contact and drawing the penalty.
Draw one back by Essex. Senecal with the blue line. Blue line has it. She's just pausing, taking her time. Gladauer drops it back in the corner, looking for number 18. Mahaffey back up to Senecal. Senecal over here to 5. Throws one in just wide through a crowd. Rassel that took that shot. Back to Rassel now at the point. Rassel drove it back to Bruins. Senecal's creeping in. Bruins hit Senecal at the top of the circles. Drops it back over to Rassel. Rassel and Senecal swap places. Senecal is now over on the far boards. Puck over to her from Mahaffey. Senecal coming back to the top of the umbrella right here at the blue line. Smooth skater, takes a shot through the crowd. Jackson makes, I think that was off the post, goes over to a loose number 20. Bruins picks it up and just roofs it. Great puck movement by Essex. The Comets really didn't have a lot of play on that shot. Aaron had Senecal coming in through the front.
Something on that power play too is Essex moves the zone. Everybody is moving at all times. Nobody's standing still. Taylor Senecal came from the near side of the ice, brought it to the far side of the ice, and was able to get a shot on goal, hit the post.
No, they're all backfilling each other's position, so someone's always in that spot. They don't leave a hole. So the Comets are in a 2-0 hole right now. We're looking at 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first period. No, not too big a hill to climb. They can do it.
Shots almost dead even, 7-5 in favor of Essex.
Good job on the face-off there. Kucher off the face-off, just running through a crowd and throwing it in on Stuttgart, or Hugart, excuse me. Hugart just holds on to it. Face-off will be to her left, glove-hand side. Chatham Brulette will be on the draw with Emma
I think
Raldi.
for the Comets, you have to go back to that recipe. First of all, starts with shots on goal. Good things happen in high school hockey when you put the puck on net. So it starts with shots on goal and then crash the net.
Right now, we got another opportunity here for Essex coming in. Drops the puck, trying to throw through a crowd. Number 7 on that shot, Rooney, goes behind the net. Jillian Matthews there, picks it up, backhands it up to McGinn. Mara McGinn coming across, looking for Kucher. Taps it to Brulette instead. Sent back the other way by number 7, Rooney. They're going to do a line change, and it's going to be icing. Right now, the Comets they've had similar number of shots on that, but the difference is Essex has had some clean shots. They're really moving well, being patient, and getting some good looks. Right now, we're just throwing a puck at Hugart and crashing the net. We got to take our time a little bit and set up.
Well, there hasn't been, again, they haven't won the battles in the neutral zone. Which is one of the things that I was looking for here in this first period, is those breakout passes just aren't there for BFA right now.
Essex is a fast team. They're really taking that away. Essex coming back the other way. Another shot in. Number 11 goes wide. We got a face-off will be outside the zone. This is a little offside. Menendeo. Get tied up with Mahaffey there.
All three of those Essex Hornets coming in at the same time at the blue line. They are attacking the blue line on the offensive end. And all 2 lines that they've ran so far have been doing the same thing.
Face-off 1, drawn over to Bruins on the far side. Stretched out by just trying to stretch out the defense a little. Gets behind the net. Off her stick, Jillian Matthews takes it. And Bruins is putting pressure on her. Jillian goes the other way with it, comes behind the net, up the boards to Ferraro. Ferraro is trying to pinch it out, and she does get it out, but Mahaffey comes over and takes the loose puck, throws it into the zone. Rassels now has it, and she's pressured by Frades and Cushing. Bounces it off the boards, bad angle. Comet's got a chance here. Puck is loose by the blue line, a lot of swatting here. Nobody here. Comes Rassel now. She gets control, throws it out of the zone. It's going to go the length of the ice, and the arm will come up for icing. 3:53. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm waiting for somebody to make a play.
Yeah.
On BFA. You know, you've watched these girls all season long. You're waiting for that one person to make a play. This is
a period full of nerves right now and apprehension. You're going to see them go in and reset. I'm not too concerned with the 2-0 lead right now. They can come back out in the second period, and you'll see some light in their eyes and a little bit more fire. Puck is kicked out of the zone. Emma Castor goes back in her zone, turning by the blue line, got some room, throws it across ice, but intercepted by number 17. Comes into the zone, goes down deep, is Moody. Wheels by the boards, turns around. She's looking to come back up to the blue line. She just skate up and down, back and forth on the side, throws it wide of the net again, and it's going to be picked up by Emma Castor. Castor backhands it out of the zone, picked up by number 17 again, Moody. Moody throws it back in deep. Castor will pick it up as it wraps around the net, pressured by number 13, Miller. Trying to come out of the zone, but great job by 18, Mahaffey, keeping it in. Jillian Smith takes it up, hits Kate Storms. Kate Storms over the red line, backhands it into the zone, but pops back out, and Addie's parent finishes the job and getting it deep. Comets go for a line change here. Here comes Kucher. Senecal is coming up ice. Kucher meets at the blue line, redirects it, but Senecal still got the puck. She steps around McGinn. She's going across the blue line. She's going to take a shot here. The girl is just instantly she's in shoot position every time. She gets around 2 people and throws one past Jackson.
She was ready to shoot when she crossed the blue line. There was about 3 times she rolled her wrists over, had the puck on the toe of her stick, and she pulled it back. And about 3 times she did that. And I could see Erin anticipating that shot because she knows a quick shot's coming. She knows it's coming.
Senecal is just a different type of player. I mean, she's a tough girl to stop, and when she's on her game, good luck, folks. But Senecal brought in, she stepped around 5 different skaters before she set that puck free, and it was a great shot.
3 goals on 8 shots so far for the Hornets.
Another offsides here as the Comets try to come into the zone off the face-off.
Dave, I'm seeing a lot of standing around. There's not a whole lot of puck attack.
Yeah.
You know, you're
flat foot.
Very flat hockey coming from BFA, and that is something that we're not accustomed to seeing from this team. Usually, right off the face-off, there's a lot of movement forward.
They started the CVU game like this first period, the first playoff game of the year. A lot of apprehension and really just not sure what they should be doing. And when they came back out in the second period, it's a whole different team. So I'm hoping we'll see a reset like that between these 2 periods. 2:41 left, draw one back. And Raldi got kicked out of the face-off, but it got drawn back to Raldi. She gets it up to Taylor Senecal. Senecal crossing the blue line. She's coming in deep, down by the circle, throws one out in front. Looking to get that puck over to number 8, the Bombard, but it's intercepted, coming back the other way. Here comes Chatham Brulette. She loses it before she crosses the blue line, gets into the zone. They had to check up, come back out. No, he blew the whistle.
Now, it's important too, Dave, that you know, in a situation like this with 2:22 left in the first period, you're down 3 goals, you can get in that mindset where I have to make the play. I have to be the one that has to do this. And that's kind of a dangerous line to toe here in this first period, down 3 goals. You still have to work as a team. It's still very early.
Big job now is just survive the next 2 minutes right here. Puck coming out of the Essex zone, up on a stick of Bruins. Bruin crosses the red line. She's stopped by Frady. She backhands it into the zone. Marley Johnson retreats all the way behind the goal line to pick it up. Pressured by number 18, Mahaffey. Stewart back over to Johnson with it. Gets past Johnson. It's going to be picked up by Bruins. Bruins backhands it back into the corner. Gabby Frady's is there. Mahaffey's pressuring. 18 on 18 right here. Frady's comes out. She's stepping up to the middle of the net. Right out in front is a bad place to try your breakout. Another shot blocked by a couple bodies at point blank. Bruins takes a shot again, blocked by Stewart. Puck is bouncing around in the front. Thrown back up to the point. Number 12, Stempick has it, dropping down below the circle. Comets have got to survive this little last minute here. They finally do clear the zone. Great job by Lily Ferraro putting the puck out, but it is going to be an icing. So it's time for a line change and get another thought process out here.
And once again, nobody standing still on the Essex side as Stempick took that puck on the far point, brought it down into the corner, and then replacing her at the point was Lucy Mahaffey. And that's just smart heads-up hockey.
Essex is filling passing lanes. They're moving and they're not stopping. They're really getting their body in the mix. Face-off drawn, a little tight up here. Great job by Jillian Matthews to get in there and get the puck out. And here comes Kate Storms picking up off the blue line. She's on her way in. Emma Raleigh back checking hard on Storms and forces the shot to go wide. Puck behind the net. Addie Parent's there to help, but it gets backhanded up the boards. Smith pinches in, tries to keep it in the zone, but it pops back out. Matthews has it now, trying to throw it back in the Essex zone, but picked up and brought out by Moody. Moody's crossing the blue line. She's got Smith poke checks it to the corner, then Moody goes down. Puck is still loose behind the net. Matthews throwing it up the boards. Gets caught in the skates right there of number 7, Rooney. Rooney has it again, but Addie Parent's there putting pressure on her. And Jillian Matthews. Emma Raleigh throws the puck up to the blue line here, looking for Albejan. Puck thrown through a crowd, goes wide of the net. A lot of bodies right there in front of Jackson. Puck now coming up the boards. Great job right there. Haley Lamphere throwing it up to Storms. Gets past Storms, goes onto the stick of Moody. Moody turns and throws it back in the Comet zone. Jillian Smith picks it up. Coming up ice, she's got some fresh legs in front of her with Chatham Brulette and Kuchar. Crosses the blue line is Smith. Good pressure by Raldi. Takes her off the puck. It's in the corner. Smith there, and they're going to throw it back up the board. It's going to get all the way to Matthews at the point. Matthews throws one wide. Great tip by Brulette, but it goes into the glove of Hugard. What a nice shot in by Matthews. It's going wide. Brulette throws a one-handed tip onto it right into the glove of Hugard.
And that's another great opportunity by BFA. They've had a couple of good scoring opportunities here in this first period, but that shot from the point, getting it to the center of the ice, was crucial here in this last 10 seconds.
And number 3, Chatham, she's always getting her stick on the puck coming through that area. 7 seconds left. Face off drawn back to number 9, Senecal. Senecal's just going to hold it behind the goal line, just eat the puck right there and wait and let the clock run out. And there it goes, folks. We're ending the first period. 7 shots for the Comets, 8 shots for the Hornets. The Comets are down 3-0 right now.
Just a lot of on the heel play for BFA, which, you know, again, it's the first 15 minutes, right? You have 30 minutes of hockey left. But as I was mentioning, coming out in the second period, you can't get caught in that mindset of I have to make the play. You know,
right.
You do want somebody to step up, but you can't be the one that's trying to force things, because if you try to force things, Taylor Senecal is going to make you pay.
Right.
Whether it's in your defensive end or in the offensive end, she's going to make you pay. So you have to come out and you have to have that team mindset once again. It starts with shots on goal.
Yeah, you can't try to take it the whole length of the ice and try to skate through 5 blue jerseys, because someone's going to get a stick on you. These girls are in shape and they can skate with you, and they are skating with them tonight. So right now you got to look for your teammates, move, keep moving, like static pressure. You don't want to just have that same passing lanes. You got to develop, move, and create new passing lanes. Essex is doing a great job with that right now. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Northwest Access TV broadcast of the audio for the championship game, Division 1. I have, you might notice, put the rally cap on.
I'm sorry you had to come back and see me laughing right off the bat. But I looked at Dave, and he had turned his hat backwards, and I asked him, did you have that like that in the first period? He said, nope, rally cap.
Nope.
So
Doing my part, folks.
I had to laugh.
If you're wearing a hat at home, turn it around.
What do I do with a toque?
You keep that toque right where it is. You look good in that toque. A lot of people can't pull a toque off like you do.
Listen, you know what? I appreciate you saying that, because usually when we talk, it could go either way, right? It could go, you either look great, or the shine from the ice from the top of your head is going to blind everybody. Like, I can't tell if you're gonna throw a chirp at me or not. But
there's 2 things I don't do. I don't say no to dessert, and I don't say anything bad against a guy your size. Here we go.
I'm a gentle giant, so. We were just talking in between the period, you know, BFA looked, when they came out in the first period, they looked like their feet were stuck in mud.
Yeah.
The message in the locker room had to be move your feet. We were talking about that, move your feet. There was not a whole lot of skating done. You know, it would seem like they would hit the red line and then everybody would stop skating.
It's just like the back of their white jerseys, believe. And every one of these girls believes it. It's in the locker room, it's all over. They're not giving up. They're going to come out and they're going to get things rolling. They started like this against CVU, real flat in the first period, and they turn it around. Let's see what happens here. Puck comes back to number 10, Dizelet's. Dizelet's over to Senecal. Senecal backing in her zone, throws it up ice. She's got Rooney with it. Met by Stewart, but gets around Stewart. Chatham Brulette slides in and pick it up. Skates behind her own net with it. Coming up ice, steps around Araldi out of the zone. Dumps it in at the red line. It's going to go just wide of the net. Picked up by Dizelet's behind the net. Up the boards looking for number 8, the Bombard. Gets to the point. Matthews throws a shot in. Rebound off of Hugart. Kucher takes a swat at it, and then Brulette right behind her, but Hugart was able to hold on.
The veteran presence of Jillian Matthew from the point, letting that shot go through traffic, but the crashing on the other side is what I like to see. The rebound was not handled cleanly by Hugart. She bobbled that shot. So attacking the net like that is crucial here in this first beginning parts of the second period.
Good job by Brulette on the draw. Wins it, gets to the net. Kucher puts pressure on it. Kucher now behind the net, coming up to the blue line. Stewart drops in, takes a shot from the side of the circle, gets wide. Matthews pinches in to keep it low. Puck in the corner right now. You got Chatham Brulette in there putting some pressure, but the puck does come out. Jillian Matthews has done a great job from that blue line getting a puck on net. She's also got a really good shot, a real tippable shot as well. Puck is loose in the center ice zone, chased down by Myron McGinn. Gets it into the zone, but it pops back out. Bruins is doing a great job right there, Callie. Puck gets cleared over the side. Stewart has it right in front of the Essex bench, throwing it out of the zone, but Bruins intercepts. Trying to come back in, and she does. Gets it along the boards, just dumps it deep into the corner. Can be picked up by Jillian Matthews behind the net, throws it back over to Stewart on the other side. Stewart turning, coming up ice. Stalls, shake one Essex player, goes far side, trying to go off the boards, looking for McGinn, but not quite strong enough to get up to McGinn. Goes back into the Comet zone. Stewart slides over to pick it up off the Matthews corner, and she's coming up ice with it right below us, crossing the blue line, gets across center ice. She's in the zone, throws one in on Hugart. Hugart sticks it to the boards behind the net. Picked up by 18 Mahaffey. Mahaffey going up ice, the boards with it, but met right there by the Comets, and it's kept in. Thrown out right now by number 14, O'Connell. Callie Cushing retreats into the Comet zone, going behind the net. Sheddon O'Connell coming up ice with a good head of speed right there. She crosses into the Essex line. She's got room to shoot. She curls back. Hits Frady's on the blue line. Frady throws one in. No look right there. Hugard did not see it until it hit off her leg pad. Comes back up to the blue line, and Smith throws one in off a skate. Tip to the corner off Hutton's skate blade. Still behind the net. Cushing with it. She's going to come back up to Smith at the blue line. Smith has got a little room. Too much time there on that one, so she throws it in the boards. Good pressure by Hutton. Puck now with Frady's trying to get out in front. No one's there. Goes off the back of the net. Frady still has it behind the goal line. Looking for a little push to Cushing. Gets back off a caster stick from Cushing. Throws it through some bodies. Knocked down by Hutton. Sent out of the zone.
Down for ice game.
Good pressure by the Comets. Need to settle down a little more. Take their time. They had Smith had too much time in this blue line here. Get that puck in on net and crash.
The first 3 minutes of this game, 12-14 left second period. The first 3 minutes of this period has been all BFA,
yes.
And that's exactly how you had to start. But they already have 3 shots on goal, and Essex doesn't have any.
Roulette and Araldi on the draw here. Araldi just throws it back in corner. Senecal picks it up. Curls away from Brulette, goes behind the net. Brulette softly chasing her up ice, and she hits Araldi at the blue line. Araldi pushes it over to number 7, Rooney. Rooney into the zone. Good pressure by Smith. Pushes it to the side. Rooney down in the corner with it, but it comes up to Kuchar on the boards. Kuchar tries to backhand it up out of the zone, but hits a ref. Senecal just dives in a nice little turn around here. I'm not quite sure what you call it, but she's definitely a strong skater. Puck thrown loose towards the net by Araldi. Hits some bodies and gets back out to the blue line. Araldi now with it, going across. She's looking for Senecal, but it gets too low, and McGinn's able to get it out of the zone. Senecal's got it now outside the Comet zone, but she's got an Essex player deep in. She's got to wait for them to clear up. Goes across the Stempic, or Dizzolette. Dizzolette up ice. Brulette's there to mix it up and keeps it out of the zone. Kuchar takes it and throws it right into the Essex bench. Looking to go off the boards and probably catch a Brulette heading the other way.
Well, and that's the wrong place to try to put it high off the glass, right in front of the boards. There's no glass there.
Well, as long as you're doing it to your visitor's bench, you're okay.
You're absolutely right.
You win by attrition right there. The face-off back into the Comet zone.
You sent a message?
Maybe. I don't think she was meaning to. Draw one back to the blue line here. Number 12. Stempic with it, throwing it wide behind the net. And our number 12, Jillian Matthews, picks it up. Sheds a body, comes up ice with it. She's looking cross ice. Nobody over there. All the wings are on her side. Puck is dumped in. Hugard just stops it. No pressure really, but she wanted a line change or just a reset. So Matthews is coming up the far boards there in front of the bench, and she was looking this way, but all the wingers in center were on the same side of the rink with her. The Comets have got to get back to their position. Parent on the draw with number 18, Mahaffey. How do you say that? Mahaffey. There we go. Won by the Comets back to. That was Stewart. Stewart throws it wide. Picked up by Bruins behind the net. Looking to make a pass. Looks like she stumbled on it. Still with control of the puck, and she bangs it up out of the zone. It's going to go the length of the ice for icing. Looked like Bruins was trying to come around the net. She saw something, and she went to make the pass and kind of lost her edge.
Now the second line coming back out for BFA, Frady's, Ferraro, and Cushing. And this has been the line that did it in the first period. And what I'm looking for right now is that offensive zone draw. You have to win this offensive zone draw, but watch for a quick shot from Cushing here right in the center of the ice.
Frady's pushes it through Araldi, picked up behind the goal line by Auberjon. Sent back in by Stewart on the attempted clear. Auberjon up the boards again. Stewart now with it again, throws it towards the net. Hugart.
Great rebound control.
Solid smack off the leg pad, puts her glove on top of the hole. She
has not given up a whole lot of rebounds at all on shots, and if she has given up a rebound, it's been very in tight.
No, she's played a lot of higher level hockey. She's just a freshman, so she's ready for this game. Puck now behind the goal line coming up is Essex skating. We got number 8, Lombard was drifting way back all by herself, but the Comets are able to take the puck, come the other way, and there we go! Gabby Frady's picking a puck up, bringing it in the zone. Nice lazy little skate. No one came to her and just fired one. Top of the circle.
That all came off of a turnover from Essex at neutral ice. Frady's was able to pick up the puck on the opposite side of the blue line, come in, make one move to the center of the ice and puts it right underneath the bar.
That's Freight Train Freddy's right there. She's been killing people all year long. She's got such a nice little soft shot, soft hands, great shot. She threw that high on Hugard, went blocker side, top shelf.
Well, and every shot so far from BFA has been on the ice, has been low at the pads. That's the first shot that I've seen go high on Hugard, and it beats her with 12 shots on goal.
Senecal trying to make an answer to that off the draw. She wins, gets it in deep, looking for Bruins wide. Hard pass, Bruins can handle it. I knew Senecal was going to try to answer that goal real quick, and the Comets were able to just slow her down, but Senecal now again with the puck. She's staying high in the zone, pressured by good elbow into Brulette's head right there, but they're going to let that one go off of Senecal. Senecal's going down low again, throws one in on Jackson. Jackson pushes it over to Kucher. Kucher's coming out of the zone with it. Senecal's got to watch out. That pressure on Brulette was good, and Senecal threw an elbow into her to shed her. Nice play by Castor, going deep on a pinch, throwing it out in front of the net, but it clears all the way around, comes out of the zone. Jillian Smith throws it back in, Comets clear up. Puck picked up behind the net by number 10, Dizeletz. Dizelet's coming up ice with it. Pressured by Smith right there at the blue line. Sheds her from the puck, but the puck does make it in the Comet zone. Castor has it. She's throwing it up ice. She's got Brulette on the far blue line. Got some room. Good shot by Brulette. There's a nice shot off a tip. Never know, but wide of the net. Good look right there. Puck is deep in the Essex zone. Good job. Brulette's playing the blue line now as Smith pinched in. Puck behind the net. Dizelet's going after it. Pressured by Kate Storms. Good wheels on Storms. Comes up to the blue line again off a loose puck. Thrown back in by Marley Johnson. Picked up by Taylor Senecal. She's going to try to make another statement right here. Senecal just wheeling through the zone. Turns back into her area to make room. Comes up ice and hits number 12 with that. Stempik into the zone with it. Taking it deep in the corner. Pressured there by Haley Lanphier and Marley Johnson. Lanfear's coming out of the corner with the puck, tips it around one, up to Addie Parent. Addie Parent's got some steam, looking for Kate Storms into her skates. Can be picked up by number 5 for Rassel for the Hornets. Rassel retreats in her own zone. Lost an edge right there is Addie Parent. She's chasing Rassel. Rassel's coming out of the zone. She'll skate. She's got some wheels herself. Cuts through a couple players. Backhands one toward Jackson, but stopped by Jillian Smith. Comets clear. Another great opportunity for Essex. Number 12 for the Essex Hornets from Stempik, waiting for the zone to clear up. Throws it in. You got number 7 coming off the bench on a line change. Grabs the puck, goes in deep. Throws it out front. Hits number 3, Hutton. But Hutton just on her knee, takes the shot, goes wide. Picked back up by number 17 behind the net is Moody. Moody comes up to the blue line with it, but great job by Haley Lanphier tipping it off of her stick, coming out of the zone with it. Lanphier throws it into the Essex zone, going off for a line change out of the Comets. Marley Johnson stays on and makes sure they're covered. Up ice now comes number 16, Aubergeon, throwing across ice, looking for 3, Hutton. Goes past her to the length of the ice for icing.
And a smart play there by Marley Johnson. She kind of took not the direct angle at the puck to allow that puck. That was one of those 50-50 where icing could have been waved off, but she took not a direct angle at that puck to allow the icing to occur. Now we're going to end up with an offensive zone draw here for the Comets.
With a very exciting group out there. Frady's on the draw with Araldi. Frady's wins it. Good job by Cushion coming through the zone right there. She just tried to settle for one more stride.
Pushed it just a little ahead of herself.
Cushion now behind the net with the puck. She had a great opportunity to score right there. She's not done. Coming back across the top. Fires again off of a great block by Emma Araldi. Thrown in off a couple of bodies here and kicked to the side by Hugard. In comes Stewart for the pinch. Keeps it down low. Ferraro there out front, looking for Stewart. Stewart throws one in off another block. I believe Araldi got her body on that again. Stewart picks up the rebound, goes low. She's got Jillian Matthews over here. Great job by number 8 coming up on Matthews. Lombard challenging her, keeping the puck offline. Essex clears the zone. It's going to go the length of the ice again for another icing. Great presence by the BFA Comets in the Essex offensive zone or defensive zone.
Not
right
only
now.
the shots on goal, but the presence of mind to look at an open point. Jillian Matthew was once again open on the point, and there was a pass that came directly from the near corner back to the far point, and without missing a beat, Jillian Matthew was able to put it on her stick and able to make the shot on goal. Right
now, the Comets have answered what they needed to do. They came out and they're firing. I feel like I'm standing on bow legs right now because the ice is tilted. It's just been in the Essex zone most of this period. Puck is deep. Brulette comes out. Another hard shot on Hugard. Hugard's really playing the angles well. Had that fully covered. Off her pads up and out of the zone. Jillian Smith now picking up, throwing it back in. Goes all the way into below the goal line. Dropping in is Dizeletz. but Kuchar gets her stick on that pass, and McGinn's there to help. Puck is still in the corner. Dizelets and McGinn are battling. Castor dives way down low on a pinch, keeps it in the low zone, and here comes Brulette with a nice little slap shot, but a tip off of Bruins, and here comes Taylor Senecal. Got two Comets in front of her. What's she going to do? Makes a little move, shoots through, and goes wide of the net. She's using the players as a screen. Great job. Senecal picks up the rebound, flying, throws it across ice. She's looking for number 11 on that one, but it gets past her. Menendeo. Coming up is Castor with the puck. Throws it in off the boards. It's not going to go in for icing, but Senecal will pick it up. She's going to be pressured by Kuchar. Kuchar chases behind the net. Senecal comes up ice looking, and she's got Bruins fire, but she just goes a little bit past her and gets to Stewart. Stewart picks it up deep in her zone, skates in front of Jackson. Looking up ice, no pressure. She's got plenty of time. She's going to give her some room to skate. She's going to bring it in and just throw it through the blue line and chasing it hard. Senecal's picking it up, but Stewart's right there. Senecal overskated the puck. Stewart is putting the pressure on her. Senecal is battling hard. Puck comes back up the blue line. It does make it out. It's going to be offsides, but they got to tag up Addie Parent now. Cross ice to Braylon Fitzgerald. Stewart was tied up in a corner. She was, I think, Emma Araldi, and she might have had Callie Bruins. All of them tied up below the circle, and took a while.
Yeah, the two of them were down in the corner, and frustration coming there as they thought Emma Araldi had hauled down in the corner. They wanted a penalty on that one.
It's like a little rugby scrum in the corner there, and it deservedly so. But like you said, that they're going to let things go. Another deep push by Stewart into the zone, taken down by a stick. She still fights her way in the corner. She's not backing down, and Gabby Frades is there to help. Puck pops to the front of the net, picked up by Rassel. Rassel's trying to get out of the zone. Goes cross ice. She hits number 8, LeBombard. LeBombard into the Comet zone, throws it back over towards number 7, Rooney. Off a skate, goes into the corner. Ferraro's chasing down. She backhands it up to the blue line. Rooney picks it up and throws it back in. Number 8's going to pick it up with LeBombard. The Bombard throws it up the boards to the defense, off a couple bodies, goes wide. Shot in by number 12, Stempik. Comets are trying to clear the zone. They got to get some pressure back out of there, and there you go. Here's Callie Cushion with a nice little step around into Lily Ferraro. Ferraro into the zone, throws one in, off of pads. Great block right there by Stempik. Essex doing a great job putting her body on the puck. Puck has now come up the ice, and it does clear. Ref stops it at the blue line, though. Picked up by Jillian Matthews, trying to throw it back to Frades, but it goes back to Matthews. Matthews up to Cushion. Cushion right here. Breakaway. Ferraro, she's got some room. Fires. Great save by Hugart right into the pads. Behind the net, here comes Taylor Senecal. She's got Matthews and Marley Johnson. Senecal making a couple moves. She's going to do the same thing. Fire through. Just fired that at Jackson's head. Into the net. She set up Matthews as a screen, fired through the legs, or through the just past the body, I should say. And Aaron didn't.
She does not have to wind up much. That snapshot is so impressive, and it puts Essex up 4-1 here with 3:58 left in the second period.
When you get a kid, she could have easily skated around either of the defensemen. She slowed herself, paced herself to the point where she set the girls up to screen the goalie, and she fired around him. And her shot is lethal. That was. Aaron got her glove on it, but I think she might have actually tipped it back down low enough to go into the net, because I think it might have gone over the net, but hard saying. Hard shot like that. 4-1. Essex lead. 3:57 left in the second. Puck goes back deep into the Comet zone. Jillian Matthews takes it up ice. She passes it off the boards to Kuchar. Kuchar's trying to clear it, but Senecal throws another shot in towards the net, but knocked down by some bodies, and here comes Chad and Brulette. Kicks it by Senecal, but Senecal got enough on her body to slow her down. Matthews takes a loose puck, pokes back into the zone. It's thrown back out, and here comes number 11, Menendeo, throwing it back in the Comet zone. Jillian Smith is going to have to retreat below the goal line and pick it up. She's being pressured by Mahaffey. Into the corner here. Jillian Smith is in there with McGinn. Puck pops out, and Chad and Brulette picks it up and gets it out of the zone. It's going to go the length of the ice, and it is going to be icing.
We'll go back to Chad and Brulette. Almost broke through the defensive line, but Taylor Senecal and Abigail Desilets coming across, the two of them, they used their sticks very well. One of them went high and took the stick up by the hands, and the other one came and got the puck.
Yeah, Senecal has great puck awareness. She knows where it is on the ice. She wasn't even looking at Chatham when she just kind of turned her body and just swung her arm and stick into the lane and knocked the puck off enough to have her teammate come in and help out. Won by the Comets, cleared out of the zone, and great pressure against Storms and Stewart. Deep into the corner, picked up by number 17 behind the net. Moody coming up ice. She hits number 8, Lombard into the Comet zone, going wide. Takes it down in the corner. Good pressure by Stewart and Addie Parent keeping her low. Shot just goes around the net, coming up the boards. Number 7, Rooney keeps it in. Bounces towards the front of the net. Great job right there by Addie Parent getting it out to the blue line, but the Comets run into each other. A little bit tangled up, but Parent does come away with the puck. Pushes it up ice. The Storm's into the zone. Throws one through some bodies, just wide of the net. Addie Parent picking it up off the boards. Back to Frades. Frades throws one in. Big fat rebound back out in front of the net, and a backhand in by, it looked like Storms. Held on by Hugart. Looks like we got a penalty.
Going to the box, but right before that happened, that shot from Frades, Storms was in the high slot and the puck was right at her feet. A great job by Charlotte Abajian, was able to tie her up and not allow her to get that second chance opportunity. Yeah. That's what Essex is doing different in this game. They are tying up players in front of the net, not allowing those second chance opportunities to really get on goal.
Right, and when I say a fat rebound, folks, that puck came about 15 feet off the goalie patch, right back out above the hash marks.
Everybody in this place could hear it go off the pads.
Yeah. Brulette on the draw with number 18, Mahaffey. Number 1 power play for the Comets. Gets it back to Ferraro. Ferraro gets it back to Stewart. Stewart throws one wide. Cushion picks it up off the boards. She's in the corner. Puts it back down to Ferraro. Ferraro back up to Stewart. Stewart trying to throw it through Bruin's body. Great job by Bruin, put her body in front of that shot. Cushion picking up the rebound on that. Sauce hand over to Frades. Frades throws one towards the net. Another opportunity right there. A high rolling puck brought down and controlled by number 12, Stempik. Puck comes back up the blue line. Stewart throws one in off of Hugart's blocker. Stempik trying to clear it out. Stewart keeps it in. Take your time, girl. Set up. But another puck thrown to the net. Getting low is Mahaffey now. She gets a puck, finally clears it. She's going to go the length of the ice. Jackson gloves it to the corner, but Bruins is going to be the first player to the puck as she hustles down in the Comet zone. Pushes that through Chad Brulette's legs, but picked up by Stewart. Stewart coming up ice. She's got Ferraro on the far side, setting up on the blue line. Stewart crosses in. She's going to fire one. You got to take your time and set up, folks. Puck comes to the blue line. Frades with it over to Cushion. Cushion throws one through some bodies just wide of the net. Stewart picks it up out of the corner, backhands it across the front. Nobody there. Frades picks it up, sends it back to the front. Off a stick, and it's going to come out of the zone. Stewart's picking it up. She looks like she could use a little line change right now. Throws one in wide. Hugart just sticks it to the corner. Senecal picks it up and just throws it the length of the ice. Callie Cushion's going to retreat, pick that up. Fresh legs coming on in the form of number 11, Minadeo. They just throw it up ice, trying to clear it out of the zone. That's not what you want to do on a power play. Senecal picks a puck up there at the blue line and throws it back in. Comets will retreat. Jillian Matthews back in there, and Minadeo. Minadeo beats her to the puck, throws it around behind the net. It's going to come up to 17 McGinn. McGinn backhands it to Cushion. Cushion's coming out of the zone with some steam. She's got Senecal in front of her. She throws it past Senecal into the corner. Goes behind the net, going to be picked up by number 10, Dizzelets. Dizzelet's coming up ice, and McGinn gets her stick on it, pokes it down low. Harmlessly good in front of the net. There's no yellow gold jersey in front of the net right now. Now Taylor Senecal in the corner. Kate Storms putting pressure on her. Senecal's just stopping and retreating, heading back behind the nets, and Storms is staying with her. Backhands it to Dizzelets. Dizzelet's up ice. She's looking for Minadeo. Minadeo at the blue line. Dumping it in the Comet zone. It's going to be on Jackson. You got to admit that was it at the horn. I got so busy with that tied up, I wasn't even looking at the clock. 2 periods down, folks. Essex leads 4-1.
In a period that BFA owned. They owned that entire period.
They had 19 shots to Essex 11. I believe that's how we were reading.
12 shots on goal this period alone, and I think only one shot on goal for 2 shots on goal for Essex in that second period. As they had, 3 shots on goal. They had 8 in the first period. So 12-3 shots in favor of BFA. They did the right things in that second period. They just credit once again to Morgan Hugart, who has played absolutely big inside that blue paint.
It's the thing. She's playing some good angles, but I'm looking up from our angle because, I mean, we've got a great angle. She is leaving some holes on the sides, but the kids have got to stop looking at the body and start looking at the holes.
Sure.
ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Jackson and Morgan Stanton coming at you from the Gutterson Fieldhouse. We are just about ready to start the third period. I'm sorry. 4-1 Essex lead right now. Very tough game. Essex has got some exciting players in number 9, Seneca, everyone's looking out for. But you know what? We got to pay attention to Callie Bruins, Menadeo, and Mahaffey. These girls are really here to play. Pay too much attention to number 9, you're going to get burned on the other side of the ice.
Those three have been buzzing all over the ice, and excuse the pun for the Essex Hornets, but they've been buzzing all over the ice, especially in the offensive zone. Callie Bruins has impressed me right from the start. Not only has she set up shop in the offensive zone, but her back check has been incredible too. So she's really a two-way forward, and that's been the difference for Essex in this game. Is that second line has been putting in the work for Essex.
Yes, I totally agree with you. Callie Bruins has some big Franklin County ties as well. Her mom is from Swanton, Vermont. Spalding family up there. Bruce, the grandfather.
See, this is why I love doing games with you. You're the genealogy tracker for all of Franklin County.
I can climb a lot of trees. Great job on the face-off of Raldi and Brulette, both working hard. It does come back to Dislet's. Dislet's over looking for Senecal. Senecal's just playing around with it on her own blue line. Back to Dislet's. Pressured by Brulette and McGinn. Good job by McGinn getting her stick on it and throwing it back into the zone. Senecal's going to be the first one in below the goal line picking it up. She's going to go behind the net. Pressured by McGinn. Backhands it to the other side of the net, back to Dislet's. Up the board she goes, but Jillian Matthews is there for the pinch-in. Throws it back behind the net. Senecal picks it up. She's coming around with some steam. Plenty of room right there. Steps around McGinn. Brulette's coming up behind her. Across ice is great job. Jillian Matthews just coming far ice, tracks her down. But since everybody forgot about the far side of the bombard, missed the pass. So she's wide open on a far post. Puck comes back to blue line. Senecal takes a shot, slapper, wide of the net, through a bunch of bodies. Kept in down low by number 12, Stempik. Menendeo now with the puck. Throwing it back up the blue line. Stempik misplays it, loses it. Sending it over to number 5, Rassel. Rassel's pressured by number 5, Lily Ferraro. Back over to number 12, Stempik. Stempik up ice to Bruins, Callie Bruins. Skating it into the zone, loses it to Stewart. Stewart crossing, looking to come across the ice and retreats, goes back the other way and looking for cushion. Gets a pass Cushing at the blue line. Nice long outlet pass, but it just looked too strong.
Right idea trying to hit Callie Cushing at the blue line to try to negate that icing. I mean, that's the right idea to try to get something going into the offensive zone, which, you know, BFA hasn't been able to do much in this game. Their shots have come off the rush. There hasn't been a whole lot of offensive zone time for BFA.
And contribute all the work that Essex is doing by stepping into the passing lanes. And just Essex is really moving around the ice well. And the Comets have got to take advantage of that. They also got to start moving. We've got a little conversation going on here at the blue line by our two officials. I'm not sure if they're just trying to confirm dinner plans or a little late for dinner.
I didn't see anything going on with the clock. The only other
line change, maybe.
I don't really know what that conversation could have been about. It wasn't about the tip, and
no.
You know.
Mahaffey wins the draw, gets it back to number 5, Rassel. Rassel over to Stempik, off of the deflection. Callie Cushion knocks it out of the zone, but Rassel picks it up. Turns around, comes the other way. Cushion knocks her off the puck, comes into the zone. It's going to be chased down by 18 Mahaffey and number 4, Castor for the Comets. Castor going down below behind the net. Loses an edge. Puck stays behind there, and Gabby Frades is trying to throw it up the boards, but you got an Essex defender there pinching in. Throws it back in below the goal line. Frades picks it up, taps it around past Bruins. Cushion drops in to pick it up. Looking wide, she's got Ferraro pass off the boards. Did it get past Ferraro? No, Weisson's waved off. He gets into the Essex zone. Ferraro's down there pushing Stempik out of the way, trying to get control of the puck. Loose in the corner. Callie Cushion goes in, picks it up. Pressured by, who was that? That would be number 18, I think, Mahaffey. Puck thrown back around the net. Cushion's going to pick it up again off the sideboards. Looking to get it to the point, but too many sticks right there. Bruins gets her stick on it. She's going to throw it the length of the ice, and that will be icing. Dangerous right there in the top slot. You're looking at a gold jersey on the blue line. You think you can get the pass to him, but there's too many blue girls between you and her, and they're just doing a great job getting their stick on a puck.
Well, and it's that extra second of hesitation that makes the difference. If you're going to make the pass, you have to make the pass.
Raldi on that draws it back to Moody. Moody goes behind the net with it, coming up the boards, looking for Rooney. Pinched in by the Comets, kept in low. Stewart now in the corner. She's getting pressed hard to the boards by Mahaffey. Nope, no, I'm sorry, that wasn't Mahaffey. That was number 16, Aubergeon. Comets pick the puck up, throw to the net. Kate Storms picks the rebound up. Again, back to the blue line, throwing it into Stewart. Stewart throws one in on Hugart. Just hoods herself over the puck and hangs onto it for the save.
Right idea from Isabella Stewart, snapping that shot on goal, but nobody was in front of the goal. I mean, I know Hugart held on to the puck, but there's nobody crashing the net on that shot.
And Aubergeon there, you got a 3-goal lead. You want to kind of lay off in the corner a little bit. She's coming in hard on Stewart. Could have put her team down a player. Senecal behind the net with the puck, pressured by Kucher. Kucher just bumps into her. Senecal goes down, puck comes out, but it gets back to Senecal now. She's going to play a little steam right there. She does another one of those arm sheds, and they're letting her do that quite often. She shed Chatham Brulette pretty easily with that. Gets all the way into the common zone, but Castor picks it up. She's trying to come out of the zone. She's knocked down by number 8.
Arms are going to stay down on that one.
With the way Senecal came out of the zone, and you don't knock Chatham Brulette down with it like that, and the way Brulette went down, they got to pay attention to that. Senecal now the puck again. She gets bumped by McGinn, coming up ice with it, crossing in the blue line. She's going to throw another one through a body, off of Jackson, into the corner.
That went off her mask, I believe.
Puck comes around behind the net. It's going to be picked up by Stempik, or not Stempik, excuse me. Dizelets throws it in the corner. Back up the blue line. McGinn's there, battling hard. She's trying to get it out of the zone. Essex is doing a great job keeping it in there, but Kucher gets it, bangs it off the boards, comes out, picked up by Senecal on her own blue line, met by Brulette, bounces off Brulette and comes into the zone. She's taking a wide, throws one in just wide of the net. Jackson still sticks it to the corner. Matthews is down there putting pressure. Puck comes all the way back up the blue line. Senecal has it again. Touch pass down to 14. Throws one in across the front. Jackson pads it past the crease. O'Connell on that shot. Brulette picks it up in the corner. She's going to be pressured by number 3, Hutton. Going across, looking for Ferraro. A long, hard pass off the boards. It's going to get past Ferraro, going to go the length of the ice.
Something I'm noticing, Dave, here in this first 5 minutes of the period is the frustration. And it's frustration on both sides because it's starting to get chippy. You're down 4 goals. Your goal can't be to throw a stick into somebody.
Right.
You have to get the puck. I mean, you're down 3 goals here in this third period. Taking a penalty is not going to make the road any easier.
No, and the refs have, right now, the hard part, though, the refs have swallowed their whistle on this period. A nice job here, Callie Cushion on the blue line, putting pressure and comes out. Essex had to step out and clear up. Comets going to put a little pressure coming back the other way. 5 Rassel's taking the puck away from Frady's going in, but Frady's is pressuring her hard. Sheds her from the puck. Cushion goes in, back to Ferraro. Ferraro throws one towards net, but it's knocked down by number, what that is, it's Mahaffey, I'm sorry. Mahaffey in the zone, loses it. Stewart picks it up, comes up ice, off the boards, looking for Cushion, gets past Cushion. Going to be chased down by Rassel and Cushion in the corner, no icing. Cushion gets a stick on it, takes away from Rassel, goes over to Ferraro. Ferraro throws it out in front of the net, but off the skate blade. Comes back out of the zone. Stewart's retreating for that puck. Bruins is chasing her along with number 11, Menendeo. She wheels around both of them, steps past Emeraldi. She's out of the zone with the puck. Stewart's got Ferraro in front of her. That's going to be offsides.
Ferraro was just ahead of that play on the far side of the ice. Isabella Stewart kind of going in end to end there and taking a couple bumps through the neutral zone, trying to create some offense from the defensive side.
Yeah, she's got to give that puck up. Yeah. She's got to give that puck up. Now with Essex really started the chippiness off in this period, and they've got away with it. So I think it's drawn the Comets into that type of game. Hopefully they can stay out of it. Puck is sent into the Comet zone. Addie Parent's going behind the net to pick it up, skates around the net. She's got some space, but loses the puck. Turns around, comes the other way. Araldi's in there putting pressure on her. Throws it up to Haley Lanford. Lanford one touches it off to Kate Storms. Storms got a head of steam coming into the Essex zone. Throws one in off a body there. Great job by number 17, Moody, blocking that shot. Goes to the side. Comes back up to Matthews on the blue line. She tries to throw it back in, can't get it quite deep enough. Moody picks it up the top of the circle and retreats. Pressured by Storms. Comes the other way, and Lanfear's there to meet her. She throws it up the boards. Good job by Matthews stepping in. Parent steps back to cover Matthews. Throws it off a body, though, and it comes out of the zone. Matthews is able to retreat. Looking for Haley Lanfear, but it gets past her into the Essex zone. It's brought out of the Essex zone with a head of steam, but there is Myra McGinn coming off a line change, pulls the puck away from the Essex defender, takes a shot off a stick into the corner. Senecal's going to pick it up. McGinn's going in with her. McGinn, Kuchar, and Brulette now you got McGinn just staying right with Senecal right now. I think she's on a personal mission. She's tagged out, and here goes Chad and Brulette. Brulette and Kuchar on both sides of the net, keeping Senecal behind the net. Essex finally clears the puck up ice. Number 3 Hutton's coming up into the Comet zone. Throws one off Jillian Matthews' stick on, deflects it behind the net. Matthews follows it down. Throws one across the front, out of the zone. She's looking for McGinn possibly on the far blue line. It's going to be picked back up by number 12, Stempick. Stempick up ice to 13 for Essex. Miller throws it wide of the net. And picked up by Stewart off the rebound. Stewart behind the net with it, pressured by number 3 Hutton. And 14 O'Connell on Stewart now. They get it out of the zone. Stewart hits Cushing there at the blue line. Off a skate, gets into the zone, but shot right back out by Essex. Chad and Brulette picks it up. Met by number 11 right there at the blue line. Menendeo keeping her out. Comes back to Cushing. Cushing over to Ferraro. Ferraro skating in hard, but she's pressured by Rassel. Rassel in the corner. Ferraro out front to Brulette. Brulette one touches that to the Hugar. Hugar kicks it out. It's in the corner now. Great opportunity again. Brulette really does a great job just holding court right there in that crease.
The way she was able to angle her stick to get the shot on goal.
And Brulette just working hard in the corner. She's got 3 Hornets in there with her, but out comes Mahaffey with the puck finally. Up to Bruins. Bruins taps it by Castor.
3-on-1.
Pass it to herself, and she's coming in. You got Bruins going wide. Sauce with a backhand pass over to Mahaffey. Gets past her. And be picked up by Stewart. Stewart and Mahaffey in the corner now. Coming up the ice, and here comes Gabby Frady's picking a loose puck up out of the corner, but she's met right there by number 16 for the Hornets. Coming back the other way. Trying to walk through 4 Comets, and they stop her finally. Abajan. Here comes Ferraro with the puck now, met by 2 Hornets at the red line. Gets it in the zone, going across ice looking for Cushing, but just a little bit too far ahead of her, and the number 17, Moody, picks it up. Wheels, turn around, come across ice with it. Great job getting Abajan, or actually that was Mahaffey. Mahaffey throws it into the Comet zone, but picked up by Ferraro, throws it up to Cushing off her stick and goes on the stick of number 17, Moody. Frady's there, picking up the loose puck, gets it into the Essex zone. Moody's doing a great job just pressuring, but Cushing comes in to help. Moody pushes Cushing off the puck. Castor's pinching down low to help. It's going to be picked up by Dizelet. Skates in behind the net now, coming up ice. Kate Storms meets her there. On the side of the net, she throws it the length of the ice for icing.
5:38 left here, third period. BFA has only been able to get 2 shots on goal here in this second period. This third period. A lot of the play has been at neutral ice.
Yeah.
And Essex is not allowing BFA to get in the zone at all. They're doing some lockdown defense here in this third period.
Yeah, they're
really
retreating,
clogging up everything.
Retreating that neutral zone here, and they're just like clogging off all the passing lanes. And that's one of the deals with the Comets of someone's going to have to skate it in and set it up. Brulette on the draw right here for the Comets. She's trying to push it through. Mahaffey gets in behind her, and Senecal picks it up behind the net. She's just going to curl around and stay behind the net. Brulette's putting some pressure on her. Senecal finally clears up, comes up the other way, tagged by McGinn. Still coming up ice with the puck at Senecal. Kuchar's over there. Senecal's trying to do a little step around on it, but misplays it, and it does come back out of the zone. Picked up by number 11, Menendeo. Menendeo would draw back to cover for Senecal. Bruins now has the puck. Makes a move on Smith, but loses the puck, goes behind the net. Comes back up to the top to Dizelet. Great job by McGinn getting in there and pushing the puck out of the zone. Senecal's going to retreat in front of McGinn. Menendeo just knocks the stick out of McGinn's hand, so I think she's going to go to the box.
2 minutes for interference.
So Menendeo was
it Senecal or
no? It was Menendeo. She was trailing McGinn, and she just kind of took her stick and knocked McGinn's stick up in the air, and it came out of McGinn's hand. Senecal was, she doesn't need any help.
No.
She had control of the puck, retreating in her zone.
Well, 4:54 left, third period. So this is going to be the third opportunity for BFA on the power play. 0 for 2 so far. But if there's any time to get it going, now's the time.
Yeah, it's number one power play. It's a strong group of girls out there. Let's see if they can crack it open. Frades and Araldi on the draw, won by Frades. Back Stewart. Stewart just lobs that one over the net. It's going to be picked up by Cushion on the far side off the rebound. She's wheeling on the boards, looking to make some space. Backhands it down low to Ferraro. Roulette up in the front of the net, waiting for that pass. Great job by number 5, Rassel, putting pressure on Cushion and getting the puck out of the zone. Comes back into the Comet zone, going to be picked up by Frades. Wheels behind the net, pressure by Araldi, but she turns and sheds her and comes up ice with it. Araldi takes a swat at Stewart with a stick. A little frustration, from the leading team. In comes Frades. Goes wide with the net. Jackson comes back out.
They pulled Jackson.
Hard shot by Stewart. Great slap shot. We got the goalie's out. And
extra attacker for BFA.
Cushing right there from Stewart, or from Brulette. Brulette just takes a whack at the puck into the crease. A lot of bodies, a lot of pushing going on right now, folks. A lot of frustration being shown from both sides. Picked up behind the net is number 17, Moody. Cushing takes it off of her stick, and here comes Ferraro in to help out. Ferraro's got the puck in the corner now. She's throwing it up, looking to hit Michaela Kucher in front, gets past her, all the way back in the Comet zone. Frades picks it up, throws it up out of the zone, and hits Cushion on a stick. Cushion turns and comes up ice with it. She's got Parent on this side. Cushion skating in the zone, kind of taking her time, throws one in. It looked like I had a great opportunity to get the goalie going one way, shoot behind her. Just goes wide. Puck thrown in and deep by McGinn. It's going to be picked up by number, 10, Dizlets. Good pressure by Storms, keeping it low, and Kucher. Here comes Taylor Senecal now behind the net with the puck. She takes one off the boards, and that's going to go the length of the ice, and here's Bruins all by herself into the Comet zone. She's going to pick that loose puck up, turn around, and try to wrap it in, and she does. Empty net, wrap around goal.
Short-handed, too. That's a hat trick for Cali Bruins.
Beautiful, smart hockey play by Senecal. Senecal knew she had Bruins on the Comet far blue line, and she just threw it off the boards where nobody could touch it. Hats are hitting the ice right now for Essex. Jackson's going to come back into the net. 3 minutes left, 5-1 game. Keep your head high, Gold.
Three out of the last 4 years you've been in this position, and you have nothing to hang your head about here. You came out flat in the first period, but you still have 3 minutes left to salvage a little bit of your senior season here. If you're the seniors, there's still time. You can't go out on your heels.
Don't get caught up. Essex having a lead like this, they're getting chippy, and I'm not sure why. Just don't get caught up in it. Play your game. This is 25 years. This championship's been going on, and BFA's been here 19 of them. So you're going to be back. Keep your head high. Senecal pinches, keeps it in low. Jillian Smith in the corner, Bruins on her. Coming up ice with it. Essex is doing a good job keeping the Comets penned in here. Puck goes back below the goal line. Minendale pressuring Matthews. Looking across ice to Bruins, but good job by Cushion to get her stick on it. Cushion and Senecal racing for the puck. Senecal wins, turns around, comes up ice, steps around Frades. Crosses the blue line. Frades is just all over Senecal. Goes to the ice. Senecal goes to the ice. Ferraro comes out, loses her stick, but she had the puck momentarily. Matthews picks it up off the Comet blue line and throws it down in the Essex zone. Essex is going to pick that up behind their net, coming around, up ice. Cushion's there to meet them and take the puck away at the blue line. Stepping across the blue line, throws one in and through a crowd. Great job, and Ferraro standing in front of the net all alone, waiting for that. Good shot by Cushion. Dizlet's coming up ice with it, pounds it past one Comet, and past another, and be picked up by Jillian Matthews on her own blue line. Throws it up ice, but she was right on the stick of number 7, Rooney. Rooney coming in with a head of steam. Matthews poke checks it to the corner. Puck comes back up to the top of the circle, thrown back towards Jackson. Matthews gets her stick on and stops it, turns and looking for an option. She throws it off the boards, up ice. Kate Storms picks it up across the red line into the zone. Storms is in the corner. Gets it to Parent. Parent now behind the net. Stops, goes the other way with it, puts it back out in front of the net. Great job by Addie Parent getting that puck to Brulette. Brulette just rifles one. If Hugar had not put her glove on that, she would have been eating that right through her cage. What a shot. Parent goes right to the front of the net looking to see if she can make something happen, and Hugar's just doing a great job. She's squaring up to every shot.
And Hugar's going to get replaced here by Sophie Kraus.
Sophie Kraus, a senior.
Going to get to play the last minute and 17 seconds of her season, her senior season here in the state championship.
Comets throwing a couple more bodies out in defensive change. They're going to keep Brulette, Storms, and Parent up on the line, and you got Marley Johnson and Ferraro coming in, or Castro on D. Great job by Brulette winning that face-off. Parent backhands off a skate save by Kraus behind the net. Taylor Senecal picks it up. Brulette's going over with her to the boards. There's a big thump there. Puck comes out of the zone. Arms are still down. Picked up by number 3 here, Hutton. Hutton comes out of the Essex zone into the Comet zone. Trying to step by Castor. Castor knocks it to the corner. Puck comes out to Brulette's stick. Brulette's got Storms in front of her, and Brulette's going to take a little run. She's coming through, trying to step around Senecal. It's not going to happen. Senecal pokes it back to her. Shot wide. Kraus gets her stick on it. Storms behind the net. 40 seconds left in this game. Frades and Storms battling behind the net. Frades comes away with a loose puck. She's got Brulette right in the front, but gets all the way back to Johnson on the point. Great job, but Johnson throws one in off the body. Rebound.
Kraus got over and made the save.
Great attempt, but Chatham Brulette tried to put the rebound, but she was just covered by blue bodies. Castor trying to come out. Met there at the blue line there by Emeraldi. Emeraldi throws a backhand into a body, and it comes off a Comet leg and back up to Brulette at the blue line. Emeraldi chases Brulette down. Puck gets thrown into the Essex zone. 4 seconds left. And that'll do it, folks. The Essex Hornets are your Vermont State Division I champions with a 5-1 win over the Comets. The 5th goal coming off an empty netter when the Comets pulled the goalie.
And they did all the right things tonight. They right from the opening draw, they did all the right things. They came out with speed. They clogged up the passing lanes, and they got shots on goal. They earned it.
They controlled the game. They controlled the pace. The Comets came in. They tried to make a difference in the second period. It just wasn't enough. It's a good program. It's a good young program. Both these teams will be back here. There's a lot of young bodies on both lineups that played big roles in their seasons and big roles tonight.
It doesn't matter. Every season, season in and season out, the Comets are always in the thick of it. You know, and this is a group that has been playing together for a while. They know each other. You know, it's just tonight was not their night, and they didn't have much puck luck either tonight.
No, it just happens. But hold their heads high. Keep coming back, girls. Keep playing hockey. I can't say enough about our Comet players. I love them all. They're good girls. I probably don't recognize many of them without their helmets on. But Franklin County, be proud of what your girls did out here tonight, and make sure you let them know when you see them that you're proud of them. Essex just, they played a great game. They have an amazing player out there with number 9, and she just breeds confidence into that locker room. You got a coach that played on this rink as a collegiate player, him and his twin brother out of Minnesota, so he brings a deep body of hockey. Taylor Senecal has a lot of big games in her belt, so those girls in the blue jerseys played with confidence, and it showed. That's the difference. But we have 4 seniors from the Comets going to be moving on. You got Addie Parent, you got Kate Storms, you got Aaron Jackson, you got Jillian Matthews. You got 2 of our managers. You got old Mac right here, Max Mackenzie Smith, and you got Sophia Wolf. Great. They've been freshmen since their freshman year. They've been managers. Those are also 2 girls that played hockey with their teammates all the way up through youth hockey. They probably could have put on a pair of pads and a jersey and played for the Comets. But we thank you all for your years of commitment to the Comets, and I wish you all the best as you move on to your next level. And they're going to call out the Comets. They'll come and get their medals. No, I don't think you'll see a dry eye in that group of gold right there.
Well, it means so much to them. There's just so much honor and so much pride in this program that you can tell just how much it means to these girls, and not only that, but to the parents that are here too. It's just, this program is rich in all of that.
And the way I felt, I had one trip down here, and when we lost to Essex in the finals, I felt like I didn't just leave, we let our team down. I felt like we let our community down. I felt like we let the people that came before us down, that played and won championships. And I'm sure these girls are feeling that. But you know what? Life goes on. You had an incredible season, an incredible career to get where you are right now. So you just keep your head up and you just keep playing. You keep coming back and keep picking each other up. There's a lot of people behind you that support you.
And now we ask the captains to come forward and receive their runner-up.
So now the captains will step forward for the Comets now to pick up the runner-up. We got our last period stat sheets here to take home. Kate Storm steps out to grab it. Again, I can't thank Northwest Access enough for giving me the opportunity to be here. Front row seat for the last 4 years of my daughter's hockey career. It's been great.
Often the best seat in the house.
Oh yeah, bar none. There's a couple times I've had to look over the railing because I'm a little short and I've had to lean into the mic, but you can't get a better seat. You just see so much of the ice and you see plays how you want them to work out. And folks, if you're out there and you got an itch to do something like this, there's always an opportunity. So you just get a hold of Paul Snyder at Northwest Access TV, and
I'm wondering if I should put you on the spot or not. Are you? What's your plan for next season?
Well, hopefully I'm still breathing. I mean, I'm an old man, a little on the heavy side, but no.
Maybe we should take a couple of jogs together.
No, I got 2 hip replacements.
You want to walk 18?
I had both hips replaced. The doctor said no running. Maybe elliptical.
The fans have come to know you as the voice of Comet hockey, and it's something that I know you enjoy doing.
It's a great way to fill your winter nights. Makes the winter go by fast. If the Comets want me back, Paul thinks there's an opening for me, and I'm happy to step in and help out. It's a lot of fun. Keeps you young. Here's Essex taking the D1 first place trophy. Again, 2 storied programs right here, Essex and BFA. It's just incredible when you look back at the lineage and how many times both these teams have been here. They played hard tonight. They deserved the win. They did everything they needed to do.
And this is their 13th trip here. They're 10-3, so a storied program here, and a winning program for Essex.
Right, and they're going to have a lot of these younger kids are coming back. Bruins is just a sophomore, and she was lighting it up out there. She played really well. Mahaffey's a freshman. Minadeo's a junior, so they're going to have a strong group back, and I'm sure Jerry Grenander's not going to do a one and done as a coach. He stepped into a program and took charge of it, and he's done a great job with this group. So I think both teams have a lot in the future to look forward to.
And these programs aren't going anywhere. These two programs are always in the thick of it, as I mentioned. So there's nothing for BFA to hang their heads about. And Essex, same thing. They're Division I champions this year. They will be back again.
In St. Albans youth program, their U14 Tier 2 girls team finished second in the state, and their U14 Tier 4 team is going on to regionals this weekend. So, there's a lot of depth coming. I don't know how many will come in next year, but the pipeline is still ripe and ready to be filled.
Well, before we step away, we want to take another opportunity to thank our community sponsors and make all of our live sports coverage possible. Splish Splash Clean and Clear, Northwestern Rehab Services, Notch Vermont, My Healthy Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans, East Fairfield, and the Collins Furley Sports and Fitness Center. And as always, if your business would like to help sponsor all of our live coverage, reach out to Paul Snyder at northwestaccess.tv or call 802-782-8676. We'd also like to take one more opportunity to thank Northwestern Counseling and Support Support Services and the Afterglow Foundation. These two organizations have been working together to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on its confidential emergency services line at 802-524-6554, then press 1. Or you can always call or text 988. One call, one text, or one chat could save a life. Have a couple of thank yous to get out there too. Dennis Boucher, thank you for all you did behind the camera. You did a great job as always. And Will Cribb following the action up and down the ice. You make our job a lot easier, man. Being able to follow the puck like that, as a commentator. It does. It makes my job a lot easier to call the action if everybody can see where the puck is. I know it was audio only tonight, but it just, we can't thank these guys enough for what they do. Josh Pryor setting us up before he took off for the night. Alan Cunningham back home. We're monitoring all the games remotely all season long as we wrap up another sports season. Can't thank him enough for his efforts and what he does. And of course, Paul Snyder for everything that he does behind the scenes, getting these games ready, getting the schedule out, making sure there's coverage for each game. It's really, truly a team effort here at Northwest Access TV, and I know I speak for you when I say this. I'm proud to work for this organization, and I'm proud to be able to be here night in and night out to do these.
Hey, Alan, could you make a copy of that, please, so I can play that at the end of every one of my games, because there's nobody like Morgan that can just deliver the appreciation where it belongs, and he does a great job. I'm still baffled at how he presents that, but he's absolutely right, 100%. Without all these people behind the scenes that you don't see, this doesn't happen. And I apologize that you had to see this tonight, because I really prefer the camera over there. And make sure Monday you come back on and the Northwest Access site and tune in and watch this game over again, where you get the full package, because there's a lot of exciting hockey out there and great young players in the state of Vermont. So root them all on. Essex won. Wasn't the outcome I was hoping for, but they earned it. They played well, and I can't wait for the Comets next year. They're going to come back with fire. So I really appreciate everybody hanging with us, everyone that tuned in tonight. I mean, you make us do what we do, and that's what we just love. So, and thank you, Morgan.
Glad to be here, dude.
Great job.